Hey, what's up, guys? If you're tuning in right now, I'll give you time to come in the room. I got a special guest tonight, and this guest is an amazing entrepreneur. You guys are going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. So I'm going to have you come on here and really see this next guest that we have here. So I'll let that come up really quick. I'm going to share this to another page. All right, tap to change. Awesome. All right. My news feed. Tune in. Now live. All right, there it is. Okay, so as you guys are tuning in, I'm going to bring in a very special guest today. And ladies, you guys are going to really enjoy this because this is going to be an entrepreneur that really talks to the beauty of women and her story, her vision, and then also what's going to happen is you're going to see how you can stay connected with it. So with no further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Miss Bianca onto the interview.
Hello.
Hey, how are you, darling?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I tell you, man, I don't think I like the word social distancing. I think I like people distancing, but socially, I'm staying connected with so many people.
Absolutely.
So this has really been a cool thing. So I want to say thank you for allowing me to interview you. Thank you for sharing this with the people. They're going to enjoy the talk here from having a brief conversation with you here just about an hour ago before coming live. We originally had it scheduled for today, and then I pushed it back for another time. But when I heard her story and when I had an opportunity to connect with her, I said, we got to do this now. And we got to share this with ladies. Ladies will be touched. They will be blessed by your story. And also the men too. You know, I'm not, hey fellas, I'm going to testosterone in the room. Some of my male followers, check out a story. We can benefit from it too. So I'm not by any means. And I think beauty is beauty. Who you are and where you are. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Miss Bianca, MzBee Brownlee. And Miss Bianca, I want to first, I would love for you to first start out with sharing with people not so much of what you do and how you do it. What I want to do is I want them to connect with who you are as a person, and then we'll move on to how you got started.
As a person, who I am, honestly, I'm what someone would call the roundaway girl. You know what I mean? I am seriously, I'm so chilled and just your everyday person, but I am one that, you know, once upon a time thought I needed to be something in order to be accepted by everybody. You know what I mean? But then I learned, that I'm cool in my own right. You know what I mean? And I and once I discovered that, I'm just the average. I'm like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I love love. I love life. I'm a music head. You know what I'm saying? I love beauty. I love art. All of anything creative. That's what I'm all about. So I don't know. I'm just a cool chick. You know?
Yeah. So what was it like? You know, I'm from Chi-Town. You're from Chi-Town. We got that cloak of attachment. Chi-Town in the house. Kind of tell me, what was it like growing up in Chicago?
Oh my God, growing up in Chicago was the most fun. One thing I will say about Chicago, Illinois, okay, the culture, the diversity, the food. Hello.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, one thing you can never take away from the Chi is the food, the deep dish, the Chicago, the Jewtown, the this, or that, all kind of stuff. Come on now. But at the same time, I love the fact that I was born and raised in Chicago because we were well versed in different nationalities. You know what I'm saying? We had that intermingling with other cultures and things like that. So we were exposed to a lot of different backgrounds and things like that. So we were able to kind of familiarize ourselves with the world by way of the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
But and also in that too, I was able to get my background. I was a former recording. I'm a former recording artist, so I was able to get my background in music and things like that. I've been singing since I was the age of 5 years old, and then went into the professional arena. I've been a bass guitarist, the whole 9 yards. It's been writing, producing, and everything for everybody before I transitioned into what I am today. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so that's my origin. That I bleed is Chi-Town, okay? However, I do. I bleed my city. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had to get out of the city in order to see what the rest of the world had to offer. But I bleed my city. I am Chicago for sure.
So when that's a great segue into the next question. When you say you have to get out of Chicago, I understand that, and that's what I did when I left at 17, went into the military. But when you left, there was something that happened, and I'd love for you to share that with the story about the beauty on the inside, the beauty on the outside. Kind of walk us through that when you went through that journey.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was in Chicago, one thing that I will say, although I had the exposure of the music industry, I had the privilege of singing background for some major artists and sharing the stage with major artists and things like that, traveling the world before I was even 19 years old. So I had the experience of doing that, and I was grateful, and I still am grateful and thankful. However, me on the inside, I didn't know who me, Bianca Brown, at the time was. I knew not of me. I didn't know what made me happy. I didn't know how I liked my steak cooked. I didn't know, I didn't know anything for me. You know what I'm saying? It was always based on someone else. Everything in my life.
But by the way, I'm a medium well steak kind of guy. I'm a steak.
There you go. See, that's why. You know what I mean? That's where the connection is, right there. Medium well all day. Yes, sir. So I didn't know who I was. I had no clue of even who I was or how to even attempt to find out. Okay. And so I ended up my life, and to be completely transparent, my life, I was a chameleon. The first part of that, I was a chameleon. I was a professional chameleon, where I went any environment that I went into, I was able to adapt and adjust and become whatever they were.
Hey, me too.
Listen,
me too.
Oh my God. And isn't it draining though? Isn't it so tiring? Oh my God. Because then you get to a point, and it got to a point for me in 2015. Do you hear me? Only 5 years ago, it got to a place where I said, you know what? Who are you? When I look in the mirror, who are you? Who the heck is this person? You know what I'm saying? And when you have no answers, there is no response, then that's when a breakthrough has to take place right there. Because you don't know. Yeah. You're staring, and you can say who I am to this person, or who I am for that person, or who I am, but who are you to you? Yeah. That is what I did not have an answer for that. That's when it got real for me, because at the end of the day, when my life is over and people are speaking in memory of me, they will never be able to say she was this. One thing about her is she was true to this. They won't have anything to say in that portion of the ceremony. It'll always be, well, for me, she was always there for me, and she always came to help me, and she was always there to pull me out. But what happened? What was she? What was the mark that she left for herself that was only imprinted by her fingerprints? Yeah, true. There was nothing there. Nothing there. And so when the only way that I was able to get there was, number one, I had to number one, admit the fact that there was a problem in order to be fixed. Okay. Then number two, I had to seek the one who made me. Okay. Not my parents, not my mother, not my father, because I talk about, and we'll get into that, but I talk about how our parents only gave us what was in them. Okay. We're like computers. The output is only based on what was put in. And so that doesn't mean that they gave me everything that I needed, because they didn't have everything that they needed. So they gave me what they had. And then from that point, you go to your creator, your actual reason why you have breath. And then you find out in his eyes, my literal question to God was this: why am I here? And then I need you to show me how you see me, because the way that I see me is not, if I continue to see myself this way, I will no longer live. It won't be long before I leave here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's that real. It was that real. So that means that, God, I need you to show me how you see me, so that I can then stand in that image of me, that image that you have of me, the reason why you formed me in my mother's womb. And then I can line up with what your vision is, and then I can walk that out from here on out.
Yeah.
This was the thing. He had to break me to build me.
Yeah. And it's so vital that what you just said was said by you, because, you know, the whole movement of what I share is the breakthrough. You know,
Yes.
for a seed to grow, it has to be broken. And most of we don't even want to be broken. You know, we want the fruit from the seed, but we don't want to be broken so the fruit can come out. Hello. You know, and the reason why is because it's pain. It's painful. Everybody wants the fruit. No one wants to be broken.
No one.
You said that. Can you walk us through the very first time you were broken and how that catapulted to what you're doing today?
Okay, so the first time that I was broken was when.
Do I got to get tissue now? You about to make me cry, or am I good enough?
Keep them on standby. Keep them on standby. Keep them near. Keep them nigh. Okay.
I got you.
But for me, the very first time that I was broken, honestly, was when I was pregnant and I carried my son. Okay. Yeah. This was 2011. I was blessed with the ability to have to carry and develop and incubate a child, a living being, which I thought to be one of the greatest gifts ever in life. Okay.
Yeah.
And then carry him only to deliver him and then he not be able to come home with me.
Stop it.
Yeah. Not only that.
Oh, wow.
Not only that. I myself, in doing that, before, during, and after the delivery, I lost my pulse 3 times. Okay, so when I came from that, I was like, okay, I don't need to be here. Because listen, at that point, I had already lived a life that some would dream of. Okay, so my question, of course, I was angry with everyone involved, including God. So now I'm like, okay, well, God, why would you tease me, or why would you be so cruel to allow me this opportunity and then take it away from me?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Like from the God that I know is a God that is merciful, that is loving, that is kind, that is gentle. Why would you allow this? I mean, if I was not to have my child, then why would you even give me the ability to carry? Like, I would rather not experience it than to experience it and not be able to enjoy it. Yeah. You know? So I thought. Okay. But then I had to understand, and I heard it very, very clearly, that your life, dear, is not your own. You went through it so that you can show someone else that they can go through it, and that they can conquer through it, and that they can become a victor and not a victim. And that's the thing, because I didn't feel it was fair for me to continue to live and my son didn't get a chance to. I didn't think that was fair. And then I had to understand too, consider the life that he would have been born into. Consider that, because at the time, my life was not a peachy keen one. My life was not one that was, made for TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So consider all of the factors. Consider that. Consider the equation that he would have been brought into. That was not even functional. You have to understand the elements involved. It is not about you.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's a hard thing to understand too, to come to the realization of, is that your life is not about you. So why do we take it personally?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I had to understand that this is not about me. I had to die in order to live, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I had to. And so when I surrendered, and it's 2 months after that happened, I was wrapped in the sheet that I bore my son in, and I could not move from my sofa for 2 months. I didn't understand why I was there. And my mother, she traveled to come and visit. I didn't understand why I was there. Yeah. And it was then that I had to understand, okay, you have life for a reason. And although you have traveled the world, you have done this and the third, that is not your purpose, dear. That was a gift. That was not your purpose. That was a talent. That was not your purpose. And I had to align with the purpose. That's why my saying today is that I'm in purpose, on purpose, 100% of the time. Now. So every call that I make, every phone call, every relationship, every text message, every email is in purpose, on purpose, all the time. Because I have a job to do, you know, and I'm going to get it done because he spared my life. I am living to finish the work that I was born to do. Okay, so I had to be broken because I was filled with me. I was self-centered. It was all about me and woe is me and why me and why woo 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 woo. Okay,
I'm with you, baby.
Listen. So he had to remove me out of me. Okay.
Yeah.
And then fill me with what I was supposed to be filled with. And sure enough,
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Did you enjoy that process?
No. Oh my God. Listen, I was about to cuss right there. No, sir. I was about to cuss right there. I had to catch myself. No. Not even close. There was nothing fun about it at all. Nothing at all. My question is,
why surrender? It's hard. You went through what you went through with your son. God bless his soul. You went through what you went through. It was hard. You didn't like it. You about to cuss about the experience. My question is, why did you continue to go through with it then?
Well.
Come on with it. Come on. It's real, baby.
Right. Listen, this is real talk. Come on here. Because I just talked about this yesterday too. What we can fuss about a woman being in domestic violence or whatever the case. We can talk about her. Well, if I were her, I would have. You have no idea what you would do unless you're in the situation. So, okay, so we can talk from the outside. You know what I'm saying? From the outside, you got all the answers. But when you're in it, okay, you're clueless, and that's what it was. I didn't know me. I thought my joy was linked to somebody. My love was linked to somebody. My peace was linked to somebody. And God forbid if that person were to walk away or that person were to, be diminished or whatever the case, what state would I be in? All of my stuff, everything about me was linked to somebody else outside of me. Everything. And it was not until I got to me. It wasn't not until I learned what I was made of. Was I able to actually center myself in who I'm supposed to be, whether somebody act right or not. Okay.
Now hold on right now. Hold up. In this segment right now, this is a good segue. If you're viewing and you're listening, this is touching your heart. You listening to you. This sound like you. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. We want to let Miss Bianca, MzBee Brown Lee know that what she's talking about is something that we all go through. So
that's right. That's right.
Well, first off, for the first segment of sharing me a little bit about who you are, and now how you got to the point of the breakthrough. You didn't like the breakthrough. You were this professional chameleon, and the tragedy in your life has catapulted you into what you're doing right now. So before we go into what you're doing right now, I always like to ask a question. What's the vision that you have for what are you doing right now? And then I'm going to bring up a little segment of an interview that you have so people can see you being interviewed again as well.
What is the vision that I have for what I'm doing right now? The vision is this. My mission and ministry, when I surrendered myself to my purpose, my mission and my ministry is to women and girls, first and foremost, and then everybody, okay?
So
women and girls.
So as men, we last on the totem pole then, right?
No, you know what I'm saying? We sprinkle y'all in there every now and then,
I got
but let me tell you something. But we are the seed bearers. Yeah. Okay? You all are the seed. We're the seed bearers. You all are the vision. We're the vision bringers. Okay? We develop the vision. We incubate the vision. We are the finesse. We are the detail bringers. Okay?
I surrender.
There you go. So you all are it takes a man to get a man back in his place. Okay, it takes a woman to bring the woman. Remember back in the day where they say, the old men would raise up the young men, and the old women will raise. There we go. We getting everything back in order here. Okay. And so for me, that's what it was. My mission and my focus is for young women. I mean, for women and girls. A hurt woman was once a hurt girl. If you grab the girl and get her together start her now,
Yep.
Heal her at a young age, and she will be healed as a woman. Okay. That's what it is. So when you see hurt women and when you see insecure and crazy behavior and ratchetness and just you showing all your body parts and all of that stuff and thinking that that's what's going to get you your notoriety, then once upon a time you were a young girl acting that way.
Yeah.
Okay. And I tell people all the time, even with my clients, I tell them, baby, you're not raising children. They're already children. You're raising adults. Okay, so what you allow now is what they will exhibit.
I gotta take notes. This is good. I didn't think I would have to take notes, but you teaching me. I gotta add this to the repertoire. You're not raising children.
You're raising
adults.
That's right. They're already children.
Done. Check.
That's right. That's right. Check. Okay, so now one thing about me, again, God had to build me up and ensure. The thing is, every woman is a queen. Every woman is a queen. Whether you are ratchet, whether you are, on the street, whether whatever, every woman is a queen. The problem is some are unconscious. Okay, we have conscious queens and unconscious queens, and my purpose is to make the unconscious queen more conscious about her queenship. Okay, so that's what I do. I remantle the queen within the woman. I remantle her because somewhere along the line we step down off of our plateau.
Now, my question to you right now is, where and when did you get remantled?
Oh, my God. 2015. I'm telling you, when I was broken. Oh, my God. When I was broken.
Yeah.
So again, God had to show me. He showed me how he sees me. And he sees me without blemish, perfect, without spots, unbroken, unhindered. He shows me healed. He shows me happy, at peace. And on top of that, here's the thing. I saw a picture, and this picture has always been on my wall in my home forever since I moved in. Okay, there was a picture of myself and my younger me as a young girl and myself and my brother. We were side by side. We have our little butterfly collars because you're as big as your head. You know what I mean? And so, and then we had our little dolls, and I had my little ribbons, and there was a smile on my face that was so pure and so genuine. And just that smile was that of a child that had no care, no concern, was the happiest thing you could give me at that point, probably a cardboard box, and I would have been excited and all of those things. Wow. That smile on that child's face, all of a sudden, you know how when you hear something over and over and over again, and it's you're used to hearing it, but then all of a sudden that light bulb, but it becomes rainbow word to you.
No question.
Listen, that picture, that image, I was coming down my stairs and I came around the corner and I looked at that picture. I faced this picture and I stopped and I heard just excuse me talking. Do you see the smile on that child's face? I need you to keep that smile on that face. And anybody who comes into your life that does not maintain that smile on your face, they don't belong in your life.
I can look. I can relate to that.
That calls me to learn what I call the gift of goodbye.
Hold up. I gotta write this down now. We're not raising children, we're raising adults, and receive your gift, and it's the gift of goodbye.
The gift of goodbye. That's when I learned the gift of goodbye, which means I had to sit and evaluate every relationship that I had, whether it's romantic, platonic, association, even some family. Okay. I had to evaluate every relationship that I had. And then I had to say whether I had to realize it and kind of estimate whether this person is a detriment to me or is an assistant to me to get me to my purpose. Again, it's about purpose, not people. It's about purpose.
So now this is a good segue into a video. I want to start showing people a little bit of your journey about you've been interviewed. I'm gonna let that play for a few moments here. And then also what I like to do is I like for them to see a little bit about what you do live, like get a little snippet of you doing cooking and doing a little makeup and all the stuff you do. Is that okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna do that real quick. So you guys, I want you to tune in and check this out. I want you to check this out really quick. All right, so as I bring it up on the screen here, I want you guys to see this. So this here, I'm going to play here so you guys can see Miss Bianca.
Growing up in Chicago, that's home. You know what I mean? No matter where.
Look at that hair, honey.
No matter how long I've been away. That always home, like, you know, the pizza and, you know what I'm saying, the Italian bees, and man, that's home, man. Like, you know, that's home. Was born on the south side. I grew up on the west side. Born in Roseland, you know, 117 in Peoria.
That's deep down in there.
But raised in K-Town on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school, you know, grammar school, middle school, all of that stuff, even high school, you know. On the west side, I love my city. I love my city. Like, of course, you got to take the good with the bad or whatever the case, but overall, there's no place like Chicago.
Boom. So that right there is her saying how she loves Chicago. Now what I want to do, I want to go through some of your videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to some of your videos here. What's a good video where you can share with people a little bit about what you do? Which one? Tell me what to stop.
Some of the most recent ones, the ones that are very probably at the very top of the list there.
How about this? I have Tribute, New Music Monday,
New Music Monday. Party. Yeah, New Music Monday is where I showcase new and upcoming underground artists that needs a platform. They may not know somebody that knows somebody that knows. Yes, yes.
I like the one where you're in there cooking strawberry chocolate toast shrimp.
Listen to me. That was just this past Friday. When I tell you that thing was delectable and delicious. Oh yes.
Which one is good for sharing what you do with makeup with ladies? I want to get one where you're doing makeup. How is Beauty with MzBee makeover experience? How is that?
There you go. Yes, that's it.
I want to click
You're having fun.
I'm gonna let the viewers see a little bit of this.
Okay.
MzBee. Here we go. MzBee, get it, girl. Now, where was this?
That was when I did an ambush makeover. I blessed someone who, again, who didn't realize her own beauty, okay, because she was so down and out on herself, and so I gave her a total makeover. We shopped on day one, and then the next day, I had her to just try it, just show me what her style is. She didn't know that I had bought everything that she picked out. She had no idea, and so I gave her a makeover. I did her hair and everything. So you can fast forward all the way to the end, where the reveal, maybe like 5 minutes or 6 minutes until the end, to reveal what her overall look was.
Let's do that.
And she was so, even right now today, and that was in 2016. Right now today, she is still high on the clouds. Still.
Wow. Can we show her? Are you touching her face at all at any time? I want to get her see you touch.
Yeah. That's down towards the end of that whole thing, because we captured the entire. Yeah.
Really, really out, ladies. If you want MzBee to touch your face and see how things go, you got to check this out. Giving her a makeover. This is really cool. I'm going to scroll where I see where you're kind of walking her through.
Okay.
So kind of tell us what you're doing with her right now.
Okay, so there, what I'm doing, I'm doing her, I'm revealing her. I'm doing her makeup there. She has never had on makeup. I did her hair. She never had a different style other than her little curly natural fro. Oh yeah, I dressed her from head to toe. And she just, she was just like, oh my God. Those are things that she would have never picked for herself, because she was used to flannels and cover-ups and layering, and all of this stuff. And I'm telling you, this woman here, she felt her whole, what we say in the industry, she got her life. Okay.
Wow.
She got her entire life. She loved it. And so
she's so excited.
Yes. And she didn't know that I had given her everything that she went and just randomly picked out to show me her style. She had no idea that I was buying all of this for her. I bought it all, and I gave it.
You actually bought it for her?
I did. She had a whole new wardrobe. By the time she finished pulling clothes out of that bag, she had a whole new wardrobe. She had casual.
And look at her, just so excited and happy.
Yeah.
Look at that. I gotta pause that right there. I want you viewers to see. You see this here? This is MzBee helping women discover their beauty and bring it on the outside. This is the reason why I chose you as one of the breakthrough because of what you're doing. I want to show them one more thing about what you're doing, so they can get an idea that really caught my attention. What you did, it was like a 12 days of Christmas. I saw that thing, and that was
the 12 sleighs. It was the 12 sleighs of Christmas.
Excuse me, 12 sleighs of Christmas. And I'm gonna. Where is that? Where is that at? Walk me through that set. Well, you know what? Even before I do that, what I like to do is I want to get to this vegan lasagna. No. Not the vegan. I want to do the one that you just recently did, and it was called strawberry chocolate shrimp.
Yes.
So
strawberry chocolate. It was strawberry chocolate French toast with garlic shrimp scampi etouffee with cheesy grits and all of that. And I did it all from scratch. I do everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that. So walk us through what you're doing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let it play so people can hear it a little bit.
And and you can scroll down towards the end too while I'm plating. Yeah.
Kind of creamy this thing of this stuff over here.
Ooh, look at that.
She said.
And look at here. Now, walk us through what are you doing right now?
Okay. So I believe with that, because the video hadn't caught up yet. So I believe at that point, I'm trying to wait on the video to come up so I can.
Sorry. It's like you're chopping up the bacon.
Okay. So I'm chopping up the bacon so that I can sprinkle that over my shrimp scampi etouffee. Yeah. Because I had jumbo shrimp. I had sauteed it in garlic and olive oil and what else did I have in there? I had butter and just my goodness, it was so good. Okay, so I'm chopping up the bacon to sprinkle on top of all of that. But then I made cheesy grits and instead of making them with water, which is what we're used to making them in, I made them in milk, total milk, so that when I did boil the grits and put the cheese in there, it was real true creamy grits as opposed to
look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now you also you surprised us. After you did that, you brought the strawberries out.
Listen, okay, so what I did was I took the strawberries and I pre-chopped them. I cleaned them, I chopped them, and then I sprinkled some sugar in the strawberries, and I tossed it around so the sugar and the strawberry juice can make its own drizzle. Okay, and so I chilled it or whatever. And then I made a cream filling to go inside of the bread, inside of the sandwiches. So I did a cream cheese. I did some semi-sweet chocolate where I literally took the block of chocolate and chopped it up. Okay. And then I put some sugar. No, I put some vanilla flavor and some sugar in there for flavoring. And that is what I put on used as a filling for the French toast sandwiches. And then I dipped them in the milk, of course, the battering, what I call, and then I put it in the pan, topped it with the strawberries, drizzled it with the strawberry drizzle. And listen to me. Breakfast for dinner is always top notch, right? But if you're eating this kind of breakfast for dinner, it's like you get the itis immediately. Okay.
And look at that, you presenting it right there. Look at that.
That's
y'all.
right. That's right.
Some of y'all know y'all eat that up. I think I'm gonna have to take a bite of that. Look at that. That looks so good.
Absolutely.
So now with that, the last video I want to share, kind of walk us through as I'm picking one more as why are you sharing ways to cook and giving women ways to cook, giving women's a makeover with beauty and clothing? Why is that?
Well, because again, we got to get back to the things that make us us. Proverbs 31 talks about, okay, here I go. Here you go. Minister MzBee, right?
Come on.
Proverbs 31 talks about how the role, not supposed to roll, but it's talked about exactly what the woman can do and how many hats we can wear. We are some phenomenal beings. Let me just preface with that.
True.
Women are phenomenal. Okay.
I agree.
We do everything. We cook, we clean, we please, we raise, we educate, we pray for, we encourage, we nurture, we edify, we motivate, we keep homes and all of those things while we are business women. We give a show. We are awesome. And we can do it while we're asleep, while we're sick, while we're whatever. We don't stop. Okay.
I agree.
And nobody can do our jobs like we do. Same thing for men. No one can do your jobs like you do. But women are
thank you for saying that, by the way.
Say it again.
Thank you for saying that, by the way.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can never be a man on our best day. And that's why I don't like when on Father's Day, women say, well, happy Father's Day, mother. No. You've never been a father. So just leave it alone. Okay. Right. So, but with us, women are just so immaculately made. And even in the beginning, it talked about how God created man, but he formed woman.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
He created man, he formed woman. All right. Mm-hmm. So, and out of man, so we can do what you guys can do with a little bit of finesse with what we can do too. Okay.
I like that.
However, said all that to say, women, a lot of our ability, like I said in Proverbs 31, it talked about how she rose up early in the morning and she took care of her home. And she got her children fed. She got the man fed. You know, she made sure everybody was clothed. She made sure that they were clean. She made sure that they were ready for their day or whatever. She sent them off. It talked about how her children calls her blessed. He calls her blessed, the whole 9 yards. They leave out. Then it doesn't say after they leave out, she sits and she watches her soap operas and she drinks her wine. No. It says that she dressed and adorned herself with fine tapestries. She went out into the marketplace, which is in today's form, in today's term, she went into the marketplace, she went into her business. It says she gave orders to her maid service, which means she had employees. That means that she can have it all. Okay. Wow. She can be that boss. She can be that woman, that entrepreneur. She can be that mother. She can be that wife and that partner and that mate. Yes, she can. It's just a matter of her being in her role and understanding what her abilities are.
True.
Okay. So, and cooking home cooked meals is a lost art. Okay.
Hey, look, I love eating, baby. So they say a way to a man's heart is through his
stomach. Come on here. Okay.
I got
but that's a cooking is a lost art. You know, homemaking, that's a lost art.
Yeah.
You know, we hire out everybody. You know what I'm saying? But get it, for me, therapy is in the kitchen. I do my best thinking and get my best creativity in the kitchen. Well, now, you know, when I'm creating.
I want to touch on something before I get into how people can view you and get your amazing products that you have. But I want to touch on something. There's an amazing Netflix call by Madam C.J. Walker. I think it was called Made.
Yes, self-made.
Now, in the movie, she wasn't cooking no breakfast. She wasn't cleaning no house. We saw her in the marketplace, and her husband was the one that had to carry the boxes, had to support, had to do things to the point where it caused the conflict.
It did.
I would be remiss. I would be remiss if I didn't ask the question. Where is it that what you do share with the new age woman now, the woman that's in the marketplace, the woman that's handling her own, the single mother who have to be in the marketplace and be in the home because the father isn't there, or the woman who has a home and the father is being the father, he's in the marketplace, you want to be in the marketplace, who's watching the kids, and you have to who's cooking, who's doing all this because you're so busy. I would love to hear your opinion on this.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, Coach Mike.
Y'all know she about to give it to me when she say Coach Mike. You know it's coming. Come on with it.
Well, the thing is with that, I saw it. Yes, I did. I know the story of Madam C. In fact, on my platform, Getting Down to Business with MzBee, I talked about her. I talked about her enterprising ways and things like that. Yes, she was a brilliant mind, especially for her time, for her to catch and make millionaire status in that time. Okay, it was unheard of for Blacks. It was also unheard of for women, especially because it was to be seen and not heard.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now, for her to have reached that plateau, amazing. However, you cannot be so business minded and trying to just get and grab and gain that you forget the very things that you were blessed with in the first place. If you remember in that show, her husband was part of her legacy. He was his job as an admin, right? He assisted her in getting there. Yeah. But she forgot him. She didn't forget about him. She overshadowed him. She kept saying, "This is my business, my."
I saw that.
One thing about unions is, and I say this now, and I'll forever say this: God doesn't pair people; He pairs purpose. Okay? He don't pair people. It's not about the crush and the butterflies and you just make me so whatever. No. He pairs purpose. So that person is going to connect with you to ensure that your purpose is fulfilled even more efficiently and quicker, because you can only take yourself so far. Now, when he pairs you with the right person, then collectively you will be able to accomplish whatever. Not to mention, her name was Sarah. Sarah Blett something with the B.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name did she use and capitalize on?
You got
it was
it.
her husband's.
Exactly. That's
okay?
true. That's
but
true.
she overshadowed him and she made him feel like he was insignificant.
Yeah.
She did that.
So my question is, what do you tell the woman who's like, look, you know what, Miss Bianca, MzBee, Brown, Lee, I'm about my business. I'm about making coins.
Sure.
And I got to make it happen. So if my spouse isn't with it, I have a challenge with him, or I have to, you know, I got to feed his ego, or I got to do all these things. You know, a lot to bear. And I ain't got no time to be cooking. I ain't got no time to be being a housewife. I got to build a business so I can bring money home. Hello.
Sure.
What would you tell a woman or a young lady who's watching this live right now? What would you tell her?
Well, for me, because I was in that same position, okay, I had to ask that same question, okay,
right?
For me, I was once married. Yes, I was, okay. But for me, yes, I was, okay, all right, was. So for me though, I had to understand this. Number one, I can't. Let me preface with this. I cannot tell anyone to be with or dismiss or walk away from, or whatever the case. That is your own personal. I will never say that to anybody. However, for me, I had to understand. Yes, there were some things that my ex-husband assisted me with. Okay, there were some things. But then when it did not work and it did not go well and the marriage just would not persevere for whatever reason, okay, I had to sit and ask, because I did everything in my earthly power that I need to do as a wife. At the same time, I've always been enterprising. I've been enterprising since before I left Chicago, but when I was single, okay? So this is not something that was newfound for me. Now, however, and even in his life, I was able to assist him in getting, business and things like that, or whatever case. We assisted one another in the time that we were together. However, I had to ask the question, okay, God, you said that what you joined together, let no man put asunder. I want to know why. Why didn't it work? Why didn't this? Why didn't that? And my answer, listen, don't ask God nothing if you ain't ready for that answer, okay? Don't ask him nothing, because he's going to answer you with the truth. The answer was, you're right. I did tell you that. However, did I join it together or did you? And I had to literally lower my face, pick up my jaw, okay? Because that was me. That was all me, out of my own desperation. We don't see the situations for what it is. We see it from where we are, okay?
Yeah.
And that's what it was for me. I saw it for me. And for me, out of my desperation, out of my desire to want to be with somebody, out of my whatever, I picked the first person that asked. Okay? And instead of waiting on purpose, because again, he don't pair people, he pairs purpose. Instead of waiting on purpose, I chose the first person that asked because I just needed somebody.
Now somebody listening needed to hear that right there.
Listen. And I had to understand this. I had to understand, listen, you are jacking up the whole formulation because that is not who you were purposed to be with. Don't get me wrong. Y'all gonna accomplish some stuff together just because you're here. You're gonna accomplish because you're headstrong and you're focused and you're determined.
Right. Hello.
However, that is not what he put together. It will not be put asunder. It will not fall. So understand again. It's a pairing of purposes, and if that purpose is not aligned, it will never work. I don't care how many pictures y'all take and y'all look good together. I
like that.
I don't care what you post on social media, and you make people believe that y'all just this perfect little whatever, because your real life is going to display the fruit thereof.
I tell you what, this I got 3 things right now that you have sowed into my garden. And I'm gonna let them go underground so they can grow, take up root. But you know what? Hearing your story about where you came from, how you had to get real, how you were able to be broken and going through it, even though you didn't want to go through it, you still went through the process, and the fact how you turn your pain into power, and your pain into purpose. And I love the way you so eloquently put it. You have to marry your purpose, and God together's purpose, and purpose is so huge. I'm an advocate for that. And with that being said, I wish I had more time. I love how to promote you and uplift you as an entrepreneur, as a strong Black entrepreneur, doing what you're doing to uplift girls and women. It's a beautiful thing. So I want to share a little bit about what you have. Can you walk us through with some of the things that you have here?
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, what I have there, let me see, because I'm waiting on the video to come up. There's a delay on my end.
What I'm showing up here now with you is your book you got. Well, people talk us through about your book. Make Up With Yourself. Talk us through
Okay, Make Up With Yourself. That is my newly released publication, my very first one. I'm working on sophomore right now. But the newly publication and the tagline is "Don't just look beautiful, be beautiful." Okay, and what it is for me as a makeup artist. That's one of my services that I provide. There is a process and a procedure, a step-by-step process in order to execute a flawless finish. Okay, of a face. All right. So what I did was I took those very steps, and I created chapters to apply to our own life to create a flawless finish on our lives, a flawless life. We don't have to just look like we're okay. We can actually be okay. We don't have to just look like we are happy. We can actually just be happy. And it takes a process. And so the process that I had to go through, the breaking and everything, the chapters, I'm going to go over some of the chapters. The chapters are the cleanse.
Wow.
You cannot do a flawless makeup application if you first don't have a clean palette. A clean surface. You have to clean. You have to purge. You have to remove. Yes. You have to get the filth out. You have to get the gunk and the oil and the debris and all of the buildup. You got to remove that in order to put new on, in order to build. Okay. The next is the toner. You got to tone your skin. You got to tone the surface. It has to be even. Okay, it has to be even. Then you have the moisturizer. You have to be lubricated. You have to feel yourself. You have to be softened. You have to be, you know what I'm saying? All of those things. And then you have the sunscreen. You have to protect your skin, protect your investment, protect yourself, protect your life, protect your heart, protect your mind. You have to do that. And then you have the primer. What is the purpose of a primer? Even when you're painting, the purpose of a primer, you put the primer on first in order for the actual color that you're about to apply to show at its fullest, its brightest, its most potent self. True to color. You want to be true to yourself. You want to be true to your purpose, true to exactly what you're supposed to exhibit. And your primer does that, okay? And then the foundation. Okay? Then the foundation. All of those things have to be done before you lay your foundation, okay? And then from there, you got your highlighter. The highlight purpose in makeup of highlighter is to show the light what to enhance. Okay. Then you have the concealer. Yes. Then you have the concealer. The purpose of concealer in makeup is to show the shadows what to hide and what to diminish. Yes. Oh yeah. It's a science behind it.
Look, okay. I always see it and all that good stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know this stuff. This is cool to know, man.
Absolutely. So Make Up With Yourself. That is the book. You can purchase it. All of the information on how to get it. You can get an autographed copy directly following the instructions in the captions. I believe you have the captions information, or you can get it on Amazon
right now. So
yes, there you go. You can get it on Amazon, Kindle, Audible. It's available for you on the platforms.
So I'm going to create it right now. What's the website?
The website is, hold on, it's www. I'll send you to www.thebtsawards.com. The B is in Bravo, T is in Tom, S is in Sam, awards.com. And briefly, let me talk about that, just briefly here. I myself and a co-founder of mine, Lily Marie Smith, we are co-founders of the BTS Awards, which is a behind-the-scenes awards and recognition where we highlight and showcase what we call the stars behind the stars. We talk about all of the entities that are within the community that do not get enough spotlight, do not get enough shine, do not get the recognition that they deserve, but they're the reasons why things are moving. Next year, 2021, October 30th, 2021, we are hosting our 2021 event, the BTS Awards, where we have the red carpet. Yeah. And our focus, yes, our focus for next year is first responders. We're highlighting the nurses, doctors, police officers, and all of this was planned and already happening before coronavirus, before COVID-19. So this right here will be this right here is perfect timing, because you all in the world will understand now more than ever why they need to be celebrated.
I clap to that. I salute to that.
Okay, absolutely.
Yes. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, but ladies and girls, y'all have it. But now I want to talk about one thing before I get up here to close this all up. Sure. What's going on with the ladies' eyelashes out here? Talk to me.
Listen. These bat wings, these bat wings I talk about all the time. It's okay. Listen, I know some people, they have big personalities and very big spirits and very big whatever, but not necessarily does it have to be every day. We don't have to do this every day. Okay. You can have a modest looking lash. You can have a working lash, a lash that's work appropriate. You can have one when you go out with your girls. You can have one when you just want to be just extra and all of this stuff and all of those things. And that's why I personally designed and created. Okay. Yes. So this is my private brand here, Beauty by MzBee lashes. Okay. And so what I have them individually, where I have different styles. I have on some the pair now. This is what is called the worker bee. Okay. And so what it is it's 10 pair, and they're all indicative of the woman's personality. Okay. You have the worker bee, the humble bee, the queen bee, the the bumblebee. All of them, they're all indicative of the woman's personality, because some days we don't feel like putting on anything, but we can put on a humble bee, and we can just, in this real light, that's the one that your grandma is okay to wear. You know what I mean? She can be real cute. Grandma can be real cute. Okay.
Right.
So that's the one that you just want to go on just to go to the store.
Do you got the busy bee?
I have the busy bee. I have the bumblebee, the queen bee. I have the stinger. Okay. The stinger. That's
the stinger. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's when they go out and they put the 6-inch heels on, and they and they sting and just bang.
The stinger is literally, you are piercing souls before you even turn the corner. Okay. That's what the stinger is.
All right. Well, there you go. Ladies. Get your eyelashes. The site is up there. Get the book. It's down below right here. You see it. This has been a treat. If you guys enjoyed, give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna tell you what, MzBee, this has really been an amazing interview with you.
Yes, it has. Thank you so much.
You know, you're a fellow Chicagoan. You're down in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, reach out. Meet her in person. She's full of just joy. And
thank you.
Thank you for being on here. I'm glad I was able to serve. During this time of uncertainty, you don't know what to do. And I don't go into a place of fear. I want to go into a place of faith. And I believe that the faith of God says you give more of what you want in return. So the more I use what God has given me to uplift other people instead of just using it to uplift myself, I know I'll be blessed. So I just pray that you'll be blessed. Your brand is blessed.
Thank you.
Your movement is blessed. Your family is blessed, and that the women and girls were truly, truly blessed by the words that came out of your mouth. Because I know I was.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm humbled. I'm honored. This platform here, you guys, follow him. Follow Coach Mike. Follow Coach Mike. Not just for this uplifting, the breakthroughs and the conversations and interviews, but follow him for fitness information. I'm telling you, he will motivate you and push you, get you going. Okay.
Tonight's challenge is on. I better see you there. You can come and watch first, and then do what you want to do. But this is all about you tonight, and I'm so thankful and honored, and I just wish you the best.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Any closing words you want them to know before we get out of here?
Well, I just want them to know, as I share at the end of all of my lives, that I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Okay? Don't even try it.
All right. So long for now.